project manager blows the vuvuzela again, which signifies that after driving through Europe and the United States, the Mercedes-Benz F-Cell Drive is ready to cross its third continent, Australia.
Our F-Cell World Drive has now completed 11,000 kilometers on 2 continents without any technical defects. And that clearly shows that these vehicles are ready to conquer the world. And we are very excited to drive through Australia now.
Right from the start, in Sydney there is a huge interest in the B-Class F-Cells. Even a well-known Australian politician and ex-rock star Peter Garrett, a former Minister for the Environment and current Minister for Education, is fascinated.
We know a bit about fuel cell technology, and we know that we really need to get to zero carbon emissions over time through technologies including for motor vehicles. So it's exciting to see it here in Australia, and I think it'll provide a lot of inspiration for Australians generally.
This is exactly what happened to these young onlookers. They're particularly impressed by how quiet the car is.
The engine is on.
No way, that's so cool!
I think the idea of using hydrogen as a fuel is actually amazing.
I love the colour green. It's just beautiful. And it's sustainable, and that's what we need.
I think I'll get this car one day.
The route of the F-Cell World Drive starts off from Sydney to Melbourne and continues along the southern coast of Australia to Adelaide. Then we cross westward into the country. Along the road we experience a wide range of landscapes, from tropical forests to rocky coastlines, and from farmland to deserts.
Australia is a wonderful country.
Everything is on the car wonderful. We have no problems.
Really nice people. They are interested in the tour.
The country here is wonderful. Sun is coming.
We enjoyed it.
Because of the recent rainfall, the huge Nullarbor National Park looks unusually green. But during the drive through half the desert, the thermometer easily reaches 37 degrees Celsius or close to 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Now for the first time, we encounter some unpaved roads here, and part of the drive is going off-road. Right in the middle of the Australian outback, the crew celebrates the halfway point at 15,250 kilometers. The F-Cell World Drive has completed half of its drive around the world.
In our planning, we were really focused to go on normal sealed roads. But for the one or the other really nice viewpoint, you take into account to run a little bit on gravel road. And that gives great possibilities for photos for our journalists, and it's also very interesting for our team. And the F-Cells did well. They ran along the gravel roads and returned back safely on the highways.
On the last leg of the drive crossing the outback, there are no hotels in sight. For many of the drivers, camping out in tents is quite exciting and is a highlight of the drive.
It's awesome. We're in the outback. We're camping here. I never believed that we're doing this. It's great. There's so many I have to think about again, and hopefully I will remember everything. It's a great country.
After 5,300 kilometers and 11 driving days, the B-Class F-Cells and Convoy have finally reached Perth on Australia's west coast.
Our ride to Australia was certainly another highlight of the F-Cell World Drive. We had very positive feedback in the cities from farmers, from railroad workers, and from road train drivers. So everybody was really welcoming us. We have now toured the world halfway, and from now on, we go home. And like people say here, no worries, mate.
Goodbye, Australia!
And the tour is moving on to China.